Video games as works of art resonate on many levels. They are most often seen as fun, hence the game part, but they can also be beautiful or even grotesque. They can be exuberant or even a little silly. But what if games were nonsensical?
EX grenade number 1.
Even offensively so, could an important AAA video game be utter nonsense? Or even a bit of a drag? And yet, can nonsense be useful? Even game-changing? Get the pun? At the heart of this discourse is a game about walking, long-winded cutscenes, frustratingly abstruse exposition and lore.
Got him on ice ASAP, but who knows when he'll go necro.
Then just burn the poor bastard right here.
Put all that chiralium in the air so close to town? Can't do it. We can do this. We just need someone like you with dooms.
Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding is something else entirely. The label video game does not seem to suffice when describing this movie, walking sim, poop art hybrid. Even many fans find it a head-scratching mess. And yet, despite making a game this counterintuitive in nearly every aspect, Kojima attacks common conceptions of what video games are in a way that expands the form in productive and useful ways.
賛否が絶対出てくるんですよ。それは映画でもゲームでもそうなんですけど、今までにないものっていうのはやっぱりある種馴染まない、見たこともないものに対する違和感みたいなのが当然あるので、なんで賛否はあると思いますけど、それはステルスのゲームの時も同じだったので別に心配はしてないんですけど、支持してくれる人がいて、それがどんどん広がっていって、5年10年すると当たり前のゲームになってしまうと。でそうなった時にまた僕は新しいゲームを作ろうとしているので。
He is what one could call, ready for this big word, an iconoclast. Iconoclasm, in the artistic sense, is an innate desire to challenge the structures and forms that came before, to create something new or to challenge preconceived notions of what is perceived as acceptable or in good taste. This sensibility could be used to explore Mr. Kojima's mind, but let's explore another artist to best illustrate this point. One who is even more eccentric and bold as Mr. Kojima himself.
Something rather interesting here in several of your works, Hedy Lamarr and that Poor Little Rich Girl, and again in the Chelsea Girls, you use a dual projection, and you use this all through the Chelsea Girls, shutting off sound from one to the other. They two films alongside of each other.
Well, only because it could be a different movie anytime you come and see it.
Andy Warhol, the man, the kook, also known in the factory as Drella, muse of David Bowie, Bob Dylan, and Lou Reed, is a surprising reference point. He is an artist whose cinema mainly boiled down to a man getting, a man, for 25 minutes. Yeah, okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Or a shot of the Empire State Building that lasted hours at a time. 8 hours to be exact. One might ask, why are these films useful? How might they connect to Mr. Hideo Kojima? Well, Andy Warhol, through his visionary and provocative anti-entertainment, broke down film form in an era stunted by classicism. Hollywood at the time was still stuck in a shot-reverse-shot Technicolor wonderland that relied on rigid 3-act structures and blocking. There was little room for experimentation. What worked, worked. Don't fix what ain't broke. Meanwhile, Mr. Warhol had other ideas.
Well, people have certain presumptions about movies. They feel that it should have a plot. It should have acting in it. There is a value in communications. You realize that even the most sophisticated people.
What I'm really interested in is
have certain presumptions.
Making movies for young kids, and
young kids have fewer preconceptions and.
No, and the movies are going to be about young kids. They're going to be, people who are 20 are going to be playing 40-year-old roles.
He saw that filmmaking could be as simple as a split-screen non-narrative, such as in his late 60s hip masterpiece, Chelsea Girls, which Roger Ebert gave a 1-star review, by the way, All this seems like utter nonsense, and perhaps it is, but Warhol's impact was enormous because of it. Warhol's ideas of breaking cinema out of the little box Hollywood had created influenced generations of artists. Speaking of which, remember when Roger Ebert gave Chelsea Girls a 1-star review? Well, Death Stranding has also been receiving similar, let's call it, antipathy from critics and viewers alike. And yet, Death Stranding still stands as a useful piece of iconoclasm. It is full to the brim with nonsense. Death Stranding is full of walking, carrying packages as if you were some sort of delivery man, pooping, nonsensical exposition, and impenetrable mythology, bafflingly anti-fun moments, among other things. But all this nonsense and these daring formal breaks challenge our perception of video games as entertainment. For example, take a listen to Mr. Kojima and how he expresses his themes.
ですね、まずポジティブないいねしかないです。ネガティブのサインはないので、ネガティブを相手に伝えることはできません。
Today's a good day. Thanks for the help.
そういう、ちょっと、行き過ぎてる今のオンラインの中傷とか暴力を、一歩というか間接的に意図的につなぎ直すことで、その辺のちょっと今失われているであろうその思いやりみたいなものを体感してもらうってで、それが嫌だっていう人はまずいないと思います、世界中に。
Would it be possible to express certain ideas, such as these, through a conventional shooter or perhaps a platformer? Or should one rupture the bubble of game design to achieve something more, such as the need for hard, meaningful work and connectivity in an age that seems to be alienated from that?
テロップでガーンガーン、ガーンじゃなくてこうやってる方がいい。はい。3種類か2種類か。
What a thrill with darkness and silence through the night.
The impact of Death Stranding remains to be seen. It may be a blip in the history of AAA video games. However, perhaps a mega blockbuster about walking and connection is exactly what the gaming community needs to expand the concept of gamification in general.
But you're so supreme. I give my life not for honor, but for you.
And with that, Death Stranding is not just a video game. Thank you so much for watching the video. Apologies for the long 3-year absence. I was living in a foreign country in Mexico for the past few years, and I was focusing on other things. But now I plan to get back into video editing, so this is very exciting. One other thing is I have started a Let's Play YouTube channel as well. It's very goofy nonsense humor. Please check it out. The link is in the description. And throw us a subscriber, because I really enjoy making those videos too. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned.